What up and welcome to Rama Screen YouTube channel, and here's my review of Diablo. Let's rock this. Now, we are all fans of Scott Adkins, right? Those of us action fans are very familiar with Scott's resume over the years, from those straight-to-video undisputed sequels to his memorable fight with Donnie Yen in Ip Man 4. I mean, let's face it, big studios in Hollywood may not think much of Scott Adkins. They mainly view him as nothing more than a red box one-man army martial artist. But we, the fans, have always been grateful for Scott's contributions to this particular genre. One of the hardest working stars in this business. Okay, so what do I think of Diablo? I've already watched the whole film and it is surprisingly pretty good. Sure, it still has that sort of B-quality vibe to it, and it's also formulaic to a certain extent. You can predict what's about to happen around every corner, but this is quite possibly the most riveting action movie that Scott Adkins has ever starred in. Because the whole time, I actually genuinely care about the story and specifically about his character. Directed by Ernesto Diaz-Espinosa in Diablo, after his release from prison, one man makes it his mission to right a terrible wrong by revealing a secret that could end his life. Scott Adkins stars as Chris Chaney, a warrior who seizes the daughter of a Colombian gangster to fulfill a noble promise to the young girl's mother. When her father enlists both the criminal underworld and the terrifying psychotic killer to exact his revenge, Chris will need to draw upon everything he has ever learned in and out of lockup to stay alive and keep his word. Co-starring Marco Zarer and Alana De La Rosa, one of the things that stands out about Diablo is its cinematography, not just in the fight scenes, but also there were moments where the camera work seamlessly zooms out to show you the extent of the threat at hand. And it's visually impressive for what I suspect to be a modestly budgeted film. I mean, there's gangsters, there's a dysfunctional family dynamic, there's a relentless hitman that can be described as if the Terminator was driven by vengeance. This is an action movie that gives the fans exactly what they want. The story is simple but not too simplistic. Yeah, it's a little heavy on the exposition, and some of the supporting characters are underwritten, but Diablo is also straightforward and engaging, with several fights that are well choreographed, well shot, and well edited. Look, if that still doesn't convince you, I mean, the Scott versus Marco collision is enough to sell some tickets. It's epic and lengthy and brutal. Marco plays a truly terrifying villain in this film. Unhinged and intimidating, and the stunt performers that make up the collateral damage along the way are also very committed. And Scott Adkins is both badass and compelling. This is the most he's ever tried in terms of acting or performance, so credit where credit is due. I mean, in another life, Scott would make the perfect Bruce Wayne / Batman, but that's only in the parallel universe where Warner Brothers and DC actually came to their senses. So yeah, overall I give Diablo the rating of 3.5 out of 5. For a grounded, old-school type action, this movie definitely thrills. Just a fun, enjoyable R-rated flick.